Someone has to seek us out every single video to down-like it so they feel like they're winning at life. Look out!
Put your feelings aside, give that wild side a try. I'm not that girl.
I'm Sharon H, rolling out my weekly dose of unapologetic candidness. Keep watching all the way till the end for my real raw, unfiltered take on narcissists and haters stalking your social media. Adult cyberbullies. When the narcissist becomes a hater and watches our every move. Narcissists love striking on social media. It's their fairground. Mostly because they're bloody cowards and it's where they find they're brave. Just remember, haters and narcissists will only be circling if we're doing something worth watching. To have stood for nothing, they would have nothing to bite. To stand for much, the haters will be in a feeding frenzy. They will scurry from the darkness in a bid to strike intimidation into anyone in the light. You know why they hate on social media? Because they can do it behind a screen, where they don't feel they will have to be held accountable. I think Mike Tyson depicted it perfectly right here. Social media made you all too comfortable with disrespecting people and not getting punched in the face for it. Ask yourself, how many grown-ass adults would have the balls to say what they say if they weren't safe behind their computer? Odds are fucking none of them. Because people of real strength walk away with their dignity intact. Haters are not brave. Haters are not tough. Haters are yellow belly weaklings masquerading as heroes. Fact of the matter is, haters and narcissists cannot tolerate seeing someone doing good in life, and they feel they have to knock them down a peg. Sometimes haters are strangers, but narcissistic haters we've typically known to some capacity. People we left back before who've progressed none in life. You don't even have to have actually wronged a narcissistic hater. Sometimes they hate us for their own wrongdoings, and other times for the most childish of reasons. Of course, they'll have an elaborate twist on it though. Most of the time, it will be derived from their own insecurities and envy. The narcissists need to drain power from us. Look at it this way, if we weren't doing better than they'd be leaving us alone, wouldn't even be watching us. They see we are doing something with our lives and they want to destroy that, because in their deluded minds, they think they have the power. Of course they don't, but in their minds, they truly think they do. Take being a YouTube creator, for example. Narcissistic haters will be all over our videos like a rash. They'll subscribe to our channels and go on down-liking frenzies. They will block us, then make hate posts in our honor. They are weak. Wow, look at it. If someone has to seek us out every single video to down-like it so they feel like they're winning at life, and they have a pretty sad life. We are impacting them. They're thinking about us. We got under their skin. They can't shake us. We are frustrating the fuck out of them. Let the predictable gronks serve as humor. By thinking they are making a statement or affecting us negatively, they feel bigger, better, stronger. We are empowering them. Go us. It boosts their fucking ego. Narcissists are all about ego. Best thing is, the glass are also boosting our engagement. We are important to them. They need us to get that adrenaline rush. It's a win-win. We are feeding their obsession and they're too daft to realize they're helping our channel grow. They're searching our name, clicking our thumbnails, bringing engagement to our videos. That's a big gold star for our channels. If it takes hiding behind a computer, hitting that dislike button every time we post a video to make them feel complete, then I say to them, by all means, knock your fucking self out. They say you've not made it on YouTube if you're not triggering somebody. They also say you've never stood for anything if you don't have a few haters. We show up every video to present ourselves to potentially one day millions of viewers. They show up every video to hit the download button. Look out. I know which side of the screen I'd rather be sitting. The download button is like a survey to YouTube to know which videos to recommend to its viewers. So if they're actively seeking us out after choosing to not have our videos recommended, they're not the sharpest tools in the shed now, are they? For sure, not everyone's going to like our videos, and that's okay. But most people would have the good common sense to not keep coming back. But not the obsessed narcissists. They think if they get into our head with their bully tactics, then we will feel as insecure as they do. We've got to keep showing up and show these narcissists how powerless they truly are. Narcs are ego-derived energy vampires and nothing more. They need to be draining from someone to boost their own bruised ego. And if supposedly mature adults think spitting hate makes them powerful, and they have issues that need addressing. Those of us actually in the ring, putting ourselves out there every day, are still focused on betterment. The attention-seeking hater wouldn't even have the guts to step into the ring. Spend our days trying to uplift others, they spend theirs trying to tear others down. Pretty easy for someone doing jack shit in their life to beat their chest and spout on about how much better they are than we. And we know they're doing jack shit with their life because the only thing they are still focused on is us. Well, if they're so much better, they'd be leveling up themselves instead of talking shit, trying to bring us down. Narcissists are all about self. They have high opinions of themselves and low opinions of others. They have this mindset that if they haven't got something, haven't achieved something, then the person they're hating on hasn't earned it, doesn't deserve it either. The victim of their tirades is ingenuous, fake, according to their holiness, the hating narcissist. All warped delusions they've built in their own mind, hoping to inject into anyone else's who'll listen. Of course, all baseless, underhanded lies. Because just ask them, they are such highly valued creatures of integrity. And pigs fly. Discrediting another's work and person with unknowledgeable inventions is how they sleep at night. They will even go so far as demanding explanations how others became successful, got their following, or to where they are. Deluded entitlement, assuming anyone owes them an explanation for anything. Narcissistic haters will always make up what they don't know to suit their own agenda. Give me a hell yeah if you agree. They can't take their eyes off us, but find it so hard to believe anyone else would want to follow us. The irony. Even when we've not spoken to them in years, they act like there's some sort of authority on us and all we've achieved since them. Arrogant, envious, egotistical, know-nothings. And as the saying goes, haters will see you walk on water and say it's because you can't swim. Narcissistic rage goes into overdrive when we are doing something with our lives and they are not welcome to be part of it. Even when the narcissist discarded us, because whilst they've stood still, we've flourished and grown as with our circle. They cannot access our lives, so they target our social medias. We have no desire to keep tabs on them, but odds are, aside from hating, they're doing nothing. Have to pity them, really. That need to control and manipulate through devaluation and slander. They think we owe them. They could have followed suit and worked on their growth, but the entitlement kicks in. Narcissists are the most entitled, egotistical people to walk this earth. Hence why they think we owe them explanation for our lives, our successes. I tell you what we owe them. Fucking zilch. They have no concept of minding their own business, so they try to make us their business. Like it is their duty to bring us down a notch, to make us sorry for moving on in the world without them. They lack the courage and drive to get it for themselves, and they will do anything in their power to devalue and diminish anyone who has. Narcissistic devaluation. It's only ever black or white with them. You're either all good or all bad. After the discard, we become all bad. The hate and defamation will begin and keep coming. Sometimes they'll rear their ugly head even years after we've forgotten about them. No matter how much they protest, they don't want what we have or to do what we do. Their obsession paints them full of shit. They wouldn't be so fixated on what we have or do if they weren't envious they didn't have it for themselves. These people claim to know us. Fact is, they only know the skewed version they've made up about us in their head. Because if they really knew us, they would be well aware that many could attest to the opposite of the bullshit they spin. Even if they formally knew us, they forget we bloody well knew them too. And the odds are we and others have seen their disgusting behaviour directed at many others before us. These kind of people are the last people that should be pointing fingers or throwing shade. Cowards hiding behind a mask of superiority and hypocrisy. Delusions of fucking grandeur from people that sooner or later make everyone an enemy. Preaching of others' lack of integrity when they themselves wouldn't know integrity if it bit them on the arse. Those of integrity don't spread hate and venom. Those of integrity walk away and make something of themselves. Narcissistic haters are fast to point out supposed flaws that align with their narrative, but would absolutely shit themselves if we were to start on theirs. Guarantee you, if we were to put our character flaws into a box right next to theirs for the world to see, they'd soon be crawling back under that rock they came out from. Narcs are not a detriment to us. Narcissistic haters are a detriment to themselves. They are attention seekers, and the only way they can get it is by talking smack on us. Doesn't scream issues, and I don't know what does. Haters do not hate us because of whom we are. Haters hate us because whom they are not. They fear or they believe wrong with them being exposed, so they try to shine a light on all that is supposedly wrong with us. Bitter projections from themselves. You know what they say about they who protest too much. The more they protest, they don't give a fuck, the more they probably do. And it comes down to, if you really dislike someone and what they stand for, you wouldn't keep watching them. You'd get on with your life and never look back. But they can't, because we are what they need to function and thrive. We are like a fix for them. Downliking our videos, analyzing, scrutinizing, criticizing, mocking. Sideline hater will never be a winner. The narcissistic Hitler will always just be a keyboard warrior who will never step into the ring to prove their mettle. They've never had the courage to pursue their own dreams, so they try to psych us out of pursuing ours. They want us to surrender defeat. You bloody wonder why they want us to give up. Because what the bloody hell would they do with their life if they could no longer obsess over ours? Our biggest fans are our haters. Our names are always on their lip. Anyone who has spent any time with these kinds of people would know they are forever hating on somebody. It is their modus operandi in life. Gathering their flying monkeys, planting their seeds of doubt, accusing us of everything they are doing or have done. Never fear the narcissistic hater. Our success is more a threat to them than their petty tactics ever will be to us. They see our potential, or they'd not be threatened enough to try to discredit or defame. Let them keep talking their bullshit. At least everybody will know our fucking name. Let me know in the comments if you've dealt with a narcissistic hater or haters in general. If you're unsure what to leave in the comment, leave me some monkey emojis. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss my next one. If you want to see more, I've linked my playlist below. Thanks for watching. See ya.
Break out of your